Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a bonus layout share. I have kind of been holding on to some layouts I've done at a couple of different crops and just thought it was time that I finally put them away. It's actually something I kind of enjoy, is putting the finished layouts in the albums. And so I want to get these in there. I am going to apologize for the noise in the background. It is cold now out here in the she shed and I have my heaters on to keep me nice and toasty. But let's jump in. So this one here, I used a Not Just for Boys Kit Club kit and put this one together. Just have two kind of bigger flags coming down and then just some, I think I just had scraps left, and so I just kind of layered the scraps coming out towards the side. My husband had taken the boys out back to hunt. They had suckers, that's about all they did. But I just wanted to document that and didn't actually mean to, but his sweatshirt matches the paper perfect. I do have this tag up top here that I can take out, and actually I did journal already. So that is a journaling tag up top there, and then just a couple other clusters there. This one here is a 2-page layout. I think it's called Winter Farmhouse, if I remember correctly. This one here I did quite a while ago. I kind of did a couple of different borders here with just the green polka dot and then a cream and then the plaid. Carried the strip of snowflakes all the way across and just kind of did some, a little bit simple, I would say, clusters here. Used my stickers and ephemera to kind of carry the trees across the strip of paper there. And yeah, just really like the way that this one looks. This here, I kind of got the idea off of Instagram. I can't remember who, but I used Legendary from Cocoa Vanilla Studios for this, and then kind of went into my stash to get light colored embellishments. I use this stamp, the embroidered stamp from Close to My Heart. I will try to remember to link that down below. It's a really cool stamp. And so I just did those colors across the top and just brought those colors in with the papers as well, and used just the title, ephemera, and just did Rad Brothers there. This one here is actually a second page to a layout I completed a long time ago. And so I believe that I carried these papers across the top from the first page and just wanted to layer and get kind of some present photos all on one page. I did pop this middle one up on some foam tape to give it a little bit of dimension, and really just did two embellishment clusters, sorry. Down here, just a simple one at the bottom, and then this really fun kind of title at the top with these foam stickers. I love this birthday collection. I believe it's Simple Stories. I don't know what it's called, unfortunately. Some more birthday ones here. I did some mixed media on the background. Used that same collection and just really like the way that this one turned out. This one I cut into a flag. This I kind of carried along down the bottom of the page and then carried across. It's almost like sprinkles all the way across to kind of incorporate both pages together. Love these foam stickers in that collection. I kind of mentioned that in the previous layout. I actually bought this Peppa die cut from a local company, I believe, and I don't know, I like to kind of incorporate the themes for the birthdays on the layouts, and so that's how I incorporated Peppa. She's holding some balloons, and then I have this really fun die cut, and it's just kind of like some squiggles, and so I added those in, tucked those behind, and then this Celebrate and these kind of asterisks were from Not Just for Boys, and the colors just matched this collection perfectly. This one here I did using a Not Just for Boys kit, and I actually dyed these with my Distress Oxides. This was supposed to be, or this was white, and I just figured I would try to kind of do an ombre look with that. The kit had these frames, and so I was able to cut down a photo and use that. Tuck in some washi tape behind a little bit, and I don't know, I just really like the way that this looked. Added this cluster up here using the washi tape, and then I believe that was a branding strip, and that just helped me kind of document where this was. These little, they're almost like buttons, were in the kit as well, so I wanted to incorporate a couple of those. This one here I just recently did at the crap I went to about a month ago now, and just kind of layered a lot of the papers. I absolutely love the papers and the colors in this collection. Oh, I don't know what it's called. It's a Simple Stories one. It's one of their newer ones. So I layered quite a few behind, kind of to give a base for my photo. This is the road trip my mom and I took with the boys this summer. And then I kind of incorporate a couple of those papers up here for a cluster. And just thought this car was so cute because it is a road trip. And then this one here, I tried to incorporate the same papers. Wow, I wanted to say pictures. Nope. Papers from this over here. So I have the kind of teal and then the blue and teal stripes. And I don't know, I just really like this one. It's so super simple, I feel like. Kind of busy just because they're pretty much all pattern papers. These I just cut off the tops of the tags, I think, and just tuck those in to fill in that space. Pop this globe up on some foam tape as well as the little tag down here, and just did a couple simple clusters because the rest of the page is so busy. This one here I actually scrap lifted myself. I love the look of this layout and thought that this collection, it's a Felicity Jane collection, and off the top of my head I don't remember which one. Maybe Gabby, maybe? So I just cut some different sized tags and staggered the height of them on the page, and then carried just a strip of paper across. If you follow me, you know I like to kind of cover up if the pictures are, I guess, at a diagonal or offset. I like to cover up where they kind of overlap. So this was the perfect way to do that. And then I wanted just another simple kind of strip, and so I think this is probably the branding strip at the top, and just really some simple clusters. The love is for my title and some hearts, and then I will do the date right here. This one was super fun to do. So I knew I had donut paper when we went to go get donuts, my friend and I, and so I had to obviously take pictures so I could use the donut paper. And that was this black and white paper, so I fussy cut those and really just had a lot of fun with these bright colored papers. The cut aparts as well. More of this please, which I absolutely love donuts, so that was quite appropriate. And then the happy 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 was a cut apart, and this was fun. I had a sticker sheet that was not the same collection, but the colors were quite similar, and this one said eat cake, but I thought it would be cute to cross it off and put eat donuts, and so I thought that was really a fun thing on this page. And again, just carried over the yellow stripped paper. Unfortunately, I think I ran out of some of the paper. I want to say the striped paper is one that I did run out of because I was at a crop. So I would have liked to kind of keep that over on the same side. I think these donut cut files are from Paige Evans. This one here I did a while ago. It's an, I think, Echo Park collection. I got it from Tuesday morning, sorry. I did a wreath and used my die cut that I have to kind of make the majority, and then I fussy cut all of these florals to kind of fill in the gaps. I think I did kind of go off a layout I saw on Instagram or Pinterest for this layout, and I don't know, I just really like the way that this looks. And then with just the Bless This House up top for the title. And the collection just has really good sayings. The magic thing about home is that it feels good to leave and even better to come back. I thought that was perfect. And then this little saying, our home should inspire us to go into the world and do great things and then welcome us back for refreshment. So I tried to kind of, I brought the, I guess I'll call it shiplap paper. I incorporated that over here. A couple of the, whoops, that did not, I did not tape that down. A couple of the leaf cut files, but just really made this one simple because this one was quite busy. I thought this was perfect. There was a little tag that said porch, and my mom had made a sign that says welcome to our porch. So I loved that little detail. This one I did just real simple using Happy Trails from Simple Stories. This one is a tag that comes out. I did try to kind of embellish a little bit as well. This one actually I had sit out for a while and didn't know how to embellish and kind of finish the layout. I staggered my photos and then finally found this really large fish die cut embellishment, and just really had this one simple. So I don't know, I thought it was just really funny. So my youngest doesn't really enjoy fishing as much as my oldest, and he reeled in what he thought was going to be a large fish, and it ended up kind of being some weeds, so we had to document that. I thought that was super cute. This one here, kind of fun. I was trying to use up one of the older, not just for boys kits. I ripped my papers and kind of layered them. I did include some of my Kaiser Craft paper in there as well, and these embellishments were from that Kaiser Craft collection, and this was actually a cut file that came with the kit, and it said renew, but I didn't know how I was going to use that, so I just chopped off the re and used the new and then ride. And I just really like the way that this one turned out. Kind of, in my mind, it's simple, but it fits, I guess, the photo. I wouldn't want it too busy. This one here, I actually scrap lifted completely. I wrote it on the back. So I scrap lifted because we love to scrap. I believe I found it on Instagram. Completely scrap lifted this one, so I cannot take any credit for this. This is like the zip strip, and I thought it was genius that it kind of fits in there, but it gives it a little bit of dimension as well. My photo, usually I like to back my photos, but I just thought the back paper fit this waterline in the photos perfectly, and I did not want to mess that up. So I just put it straight up on the page, and just really, like I said, followed Because We Love to Scraps layout to a T, and just love the way that that turned out. Whoops, I meant to put this one next to this one. So this one here, I was about to put some scraps away, but then decided, you know what? I love the colors. I knew I had this photo of my mom and my son, and it was kind of red and blue. So perfect with the colors of the paper. So I had, you know, a large scrap, and I really just layered a ton on this one. I do have a cut file, and it was really fun with this like corner grate kind of look. I do have one tucked up in there too. These little envelopes and kind of some buttons. I did go in my stash for the title, The Good Times, but really like the way that this one turned out. This one here, I believe I scrap lifted Scrappy Adam, and just brought some strips of paper kind of down the page and then across the page. Really fun layout. This background was already done for me. That is a Vicky Boutin kind of mixed media background from one of those paper pads, and just really liked the way that this turned out. Again, embellishing is super simple, but because the layout itself is really busy, I didn't want to overdo it. So I brought some of the strips I had left over as a base for a cluster at the top. These kind of I don't know what they're called. I'll call them buttons again. Came with the kit. It was a Not Just for Boys Kit Club all but this back piece of paper, and so I just wanted to kind of use those up and thought the colors matched perfectly, and just a really fun layout. I really enjoyed doing that one. And then lastly, I Scraplifted another one. So Erin Taylor is who I Scraplifted for this one. This was another Not Just for Boys kit that I used, and honestly I didn't really know how to use like this leopard print paper, but I figured it would be a good border, and especially since this kind of ledger paper, notebook paper is pink. I don't know, I like the way that it looks. Not something I would normally do, but this is where I got the idea to put some of the washi tape kind of under or with my embellishment clusters. So I can't take credit for that. That was all Erin Taylor, but really like the way that this one turned out as well. Super fun, used up a lot of the kit, and that was kind of my goal, was to use up as much as I could. So again, these layouts I did over a couple of different weekend crops that I went to. I've been hanging on to them, just want to get them kind of put away. So I hope you guys enjoyed and found some inspiration. Feel free to scrap lift if you see something that you like, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.